Hello everyone! It's me, Melissa, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming on by. So let's check out the mess that we have to deal with on this Saturday morning. It's actually really not too bad. Not that my messes really are that bad, but the appliances definitely need to be cleaned this weekend. I just was busy all through the week and didn't get a chance to do them, so they're going to get done this weekend. So you can see a bit of a mess on the stove there, the little overspillage from the child's cooking. She never cleans up after herself, but that's what children do. Got some dishes for sure, and the general tidying stuff up. Oh, the pressure cooker and the air fryer definitely have to be cleaned out and put downstairs. Mr. Jameson, he got neutered and tropian surgery on his right eyelid, so he's a little sad about wearing that cone. There's Nova, and then there's Miss Tennessee. So per usual, look at the blankets and the pillows. This is just what happens, my life with dogs. Some fluff on the floor. They did shred a few toys. That's what happens with stuffed animals. They just get shredded. So it's everywhere. Yep, under the couch. It's everywhere. And next weekend will be another clean under the couch with me. Alright, let's get into it. So first things first, this is my new routine. I'm going to grab all the blankets, we're going to get those started, so that way the wash has time to start before I start doing anything else. So let's take the waterproof blanket first, and then come back for the pillows and the resting blankets. So my new faux leather pillow cushion cover thing, I don't know. They're pretty cool. They came in, so I did rewash those pillows, and they are clean now because those pillowcases are waterproof. Alright, so let's get the waterproof blankets in the wash. Well, cell phone not on silent, as per usual. So in goes the OxiClean, and then we're going to go in with all the Gain. So the Gain laundry detergent, the Gain fabric softener, bless me, thank you very much, and the Gain Set Beads. Here we go. Okay, so let's tackle this bit of dishes here. It's not really that bad. So I'm just going to wash these all up by hand. Kaylee had all those glasses up in her bedroom, of course. So just some green Dawn to get us started. The dogs all wanted outside, so I told them they had to hold on a second. Gotta get those bubbles evenly dispersed. Alright, let's wash. so it's time to clean the stainless steel appliances. Something, I don't know, it's not something I like to do. It's super easy. Any kind of cleaner gets the fingerprints and stuff off I find real simple, but I don't know, I just dread doing it. I couldn't tell you why. It's a weird thing because it's super easy. So all I do is give it a clean with general, like a multi-purpose cleaner. So that is the Mrs. Meyer's multi-purpose or general cleaner. I don't know what it's called. And then I just wipe everything down with a microfiber cloth. It's really easy. As long as you keep on it and stuff doesn't get like, I just had a bad thought in my head. But as long as stuff doesn't get like real gross and grimy and caked on there, it's pretty easy.
Running sideways. I'm falling, but I'm starting to love it. We might fall apart, but we always do. If it's ever gonna be right, if we ever had the time.
Okay, so now on to the stove. So I guess my stove really isn't that bad, but to me, it's dirty. It's got to be clean. So there's a little bit of splatter from cooking, and on the left front burner, which is the burner that my daughter loves to use, she boiled over, oh yes, I'm using the barkeeper's fun this time. She boiled over either pasta water or rice water. I'm not sure what it is, but when you boil over, or even when you're boiling potatoes, when you boil that over anything that's starchy, it just really cakes onto the stovetop, right? Like, don't you find that? Definitely happens for me. So I'm just using the barkeeper's friend to gently soak that off, because the Mrs. Meyer's, I find, it's just not astringent enough. I don't know. It needs a little bit more oomph to it to get that stuff off. So the barkeeper's friend, being that it's like a cream-based cleanser with a little bit of grit to it, very soft. It's not going to damage stainless steel or anything. Definitely read the directions before you use it, but it's just going to give it that little bit of extra scrubbing power that you need to get that stuff off the stovetop. So even though I use the right side of the stove and it's always clean, pretty much anyways, no, I'm just kidding. I do get a little dirty sometimes, but most of the time it's the left side, because the kid just loves that front burner there. I couldn't tell you why, but anyways, each their own. Usually the Mrs. Meyer's cleans it up quite nice and it works just fine, but I just needed something with a little bit of extra scrubbing power. So this works just quite well. What I'm doing is I'm just leaving it to sit on the overspill there, and I'm just talking to the child about the mess because she didn't clean it up. So I thought I'd leave that in there to show you that yes, she does get told. I don't just clean up after her. She does get told about it. So I did tell her, if she would have cleaned it up right after it happened and the stove cooled down, then it wouldn't be such a hard thing to scrub off later for dear old mom. And I definitely should have made her do it, but I was already doing it. So anyways, the barkeeper's friend, I just let it sit there for a moment. So she is going to kill me. She hates being on camera. I didn't realize I got her face, but oh well, just pretend you didn't see her. So that barkeeper's friend, I'm just letting it soak, but I am using it just to clean the whole top of the stove. Might as well, because I've already got it out, right? It's gentle enough and it does a great job. It's really, really, really great for stainless steel. So it pretty much came off in no time after I let it sit for a little bit. Just scrubbed up with a little bit of elbow grease. Pretty simple. Didn't really have to put too much pressure into it. It really wasn't a lot of work. Oh, what's going on with Kaylee's hair there? This is obviously one of the dogs that walked into my tripod. Happened a lot in this video. I found I had to cut a lot of things out. So, and anytime I wash something with stainless steel, Mr. Jameson, that cone, that's him knocking the tripod. Yep. And I didn't even notice it, but that was him knocking the tripod. The front of the oven was generally clean anyways. I basically just gave it wiped down. But anytime I do wipe the stainless steel, I always use a microfiber cloth just to kind of buff it. Give it a quick run over, and it just picks up any extra cleaner, any moisture, and just give it a little buff. That's how I keep my stainless steel looking really nice. Too late now, but I just realized they did not cut that part out, so you just got an extreme close-up there. How cute was that? Anyways, we're gonna wash the dishwasher next. Again, my appliances are very clean. There's not a lot of fingerprints or anything like that, or anything spilled or slobbed on them. There is the occasional dog goober because it just is everywhere in my house. But sometimes I do get a little bit of water running on the dishwasher. I don't know why, but maybe things are dripping when I'm pulling them out. But my appliances are generally really clean to begin with.
They keep on telling lies. That is how we stay
And I still forgot to turn my phone on silent, but I am waiting for an important call, so guess I'm just going to leave the volume on. Now the microwave, I don't know what it is, because it is perfect height for the dogs. It is always covered in dog slobber. Like, I don't know how they do it. The dishwasher is clean, which is, as you can tell, right across, but the microwave, maybe it's because they smell delicious food in here. I don't use the microwave all that often, but I don't know how they do it. They just seem to do it. And the bar fridge, you'd be surprised. I would have thought that it would have been a lot dirtier, again, being lower with being in the dog's area. I would have thought it would have been a lot dirtier than it was, but it wasn't. So I was pretty impressed about that. So just going to give it a wipe off too. Kaylee was saying, Mom, my feet are in your video. So I told her son to leave her dancing feet in. She just hates to be on camera. I don't know why, but that's her choice and I respect it. Now that earlier shot, she walked into it. She knew I was filming, so that's on her. Alright, time to vacuum the couch. So you can see empty clean vacuum, and I'm just going to go over it with my upholstery tool. Sometimes I seem to pick up so much hair, sometimes I don't really get a lot. I don't know. But we're just going to vacuum it just like we do every weekend before I put the clean waterproof blankets on. think, yeah, see, there really wasn't a lot of hair. There was a huge chunk there that, I don't know what happened, but really didn't seem to be that bad. So this is something I do every once in a while. You guys have seen me do this before. I have to cut pieces of the chenille off of the couch cushions. So even though I have those blankets on all the time, the dog's nails do still pull at the fabric. And I know I mentioned this before, I would never buy chenille. Do not ever get chenille if you have dogs. Their nails will pull at the fabric. I am still pissed off that the sales lady told me chenille was next best to leather. I mentioned before in a video that this couch was just kind of a template to see if I liked the setup before I spent a lot of money to get a custom leather sofa made. But this couch is actually really comfy, and I was really surprised. I do like it. I'll keep it for a little bit longer, but like I said, it was just a template just to see if I liked it. Sorry guys, I know my phone's got to be on. To see if I liked the setup, the layout, the fit of it. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about the setup of it. I could change up. I've got a lot of room in this living room. It doesn't really look like it in the shots, but I do have a lot of room to play around with the couch. Because I do want to get a custom leather sectional made for this space, just because it's a long room, and I find couch sizes are pretty generic. So anyways, I was really pissed off because the sales lady told me that chenille was next best to leather. And not that this couch was all that expensive. I did get it from the brick. Actually, that's not saying too much because the brick can be very expensive. But the couch wasn't really that expensive, I didn't think. So I'll keep it for as long as I can. But I do have to cut the pieces of the fabric off all the time. It leaves like little broken pieces, like thick hair that just stick up on the cushion, so I've got to cut them off. And I think also next week, I think I may give the couch cushions a clean with my little handheld Bissell thing. I don't know what it's called. It's not the little green machine. I've had a few of those, but it's a similar idea, a little handheld cleaner. And this really breaks my back leaning over like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, and did you guys notice I'm not wearing my leopard slippers? Aha! Look at all that. Alright, time to put the clean blankets on. Yes, my leopard slippers are in the wash, and I figured it's about time I bust out the winter slippers. So these are just, they're still slip-ons, but my toes are covered, whereas the other ones, they're open toe. So these ones are just a little bit warmer for the winter weather, as it is now starting to get cold, being beginning of January. So we are at today, Monday the 10th, minus 18 earlier today. Not sure what it is right now, being 9:30 at night. It's probably colder than that. Oh my gosh. Tennessee. Just got to squeak it. Tennessee. That's enough, babe. That's enough, baby girl. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. So it's a lot colder right now, but it was definitely cold on the weekend here. Okay, so it is the next morning. It's Sunday, so we're just going to do a little overview of basically everything I have to do again. So I had just made the dog's breakfast. It's like, do you see the clock? I think it's like noon. I was not feeling very well. Yeah, 12:15 on Sunday. Tennessee, that's enough, babe. 10. I'm going to have to take that away from you. Sorry, guys. I just started not feeling very well on Saturday night and continued into Sunday. So I just, you know what, I had to sleep in. I next to never sleep in, but I know I slept in pretty late. So everything was just running behind on my schedule. I like to be up early in the mornings and get things accomplished, and especially being Football Sunday, last regulation games of the season. Yeah, I don't know. I was just having an off day. I do have fibromyalgia. Oh, look at my babies. Poor Jameson. He is so down and out with that cone on. But I do have fibromyalgia, and sometimes just even vacuuming can overdo it, and it's very painful. I did take the medication I was on to help with some of the pain. I did stop taking it because it was making me hypoglycemic, and I put on over 40 pounds in 4 months. So that's why I'm wearing a lot of tights and stuff that kind of doesn't really fit that great, because I'm not spending any money buying new clothes now that I'm not taking that medication. So anyways, yeah, the extra over 40-pound weight gain does not feel good on the rest of my body either. So anyways, let's clean up and get ready to relax and watch some football. So you can see that bit of a mess I had there in the kitchen. We're going to take care of that. I grabbed the blankets out of the dryer when I was feeding the dogs there, so we're just going to make everything all tidied up again. Oh my gosh, Tennessee and that toy. The boys are just laying quietly. Where's Nova? Oh yeah, Nova's on the couch too. I just can't see her. But it's just Tennessee with that damn squeaky toy. But there's my babies. They get so, oh my gosh, those leggings are not squat proof. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. Note to self, not to wear those to the gym ever again. Speaking of being in Ontario here, gyms are closed again. Just mess with our mental health, you know. Anyways, I'm just getting everything ready to clean up here. So I didn't vacuum on the Saturday, but I'm going to vacuum here on the Sunday. And Kaylee was nice enough to mop for me, so that was one thing off my list I didn't have to do. But we did make a ton of dirty dishes. So these were the clean dishes I had washed the day before, so I'm just going to set them off to the side and put them away in a minute. But look at all these dishes here. We made one heck of a mess. So I'm going to get those all taken care of. And Kaylee had made herself some lunch in the air fryer, so she was just eating that. So initially, again, I was going to hand wash these, and I thought, nope, we're going to put them in the dishwasher. So let's load up the dishwasher. This should be some motivation for you. If you've got dishes in your sink, load them in the dishwasher. Just remember, there are some things that you have to hand wash, like I'm going to do next. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am watching the Alabama and Georgia game. Alabama, Crimson Tide. It is a great game so far, very low score. Each team is just being real hard to score and to get any drives, but this is going to be a real good game. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. And it's almost halftime. Bama's up 9-6 on Georgia. If you care about football at all. I'm a football nut. NFL and NCAAF please all day long. Along with my hockey, my baseball. Yes, please. Leave me a comment down below if you're into sports, which sports you like, and which teams you follow. I can talk sports all day long. Okay, so once I verified I had no more dishes to go in the dishwasher, I'm just going to grab a Cascade pod thing, put the dishwasher on, and let those dishes get washed. Now you can see there I did leave a few things out because I have to hand wash them. So this cast iron pan, I had cooked some chicken in it the night before. It was absolutely delicious, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a brand new cast iron pan, by the way. I've never owned one personally myself. It was really heavy. I was shocked. So I just kind of filled it up with some water to help maybe soak the chicken skin off. So I'm just going to kind of scrape it after it sat there for a little while and dump it out. I was shocked. The water was like black. I don't know if that's normal. Like I said, it's a brand new cast iron pan. So I'm just going to scrape it with a little plastic scraper from the Pampered Chef stoneware, sorry. So I know it's definitely going to be safe for cast iron. So what I was told to do is to pour salt in it, clean it with salt. The instructions did say you could clean it with soap, but I want to do it the way that it's been done forever by people who have had cast iron pans for like years and years and So I'm just going to do it with salt. So I'm just going to scrub it, and I just used paper towel for that, and then I wetted it a little bit and scrubbed it a little more. Everything came off super easy. I was so relieved. It was very easy to clean. And then after I dried it, you'll see me dry it here in a moment, I did season it. I only have extra virgin olive oil, so I hope that was okay, because it said to season it with vegetable oil, but I don't have any. So I used the extra virgin olive oil, and I did season it before I put it away. So I guess you're not supposed to let these air dry, so I did dry it right away. Note to self though, next time don't use a microfiber tea towel to clean the cast or dry off the cast iron, because it was really sticking to all those little pits and grooves. Oh, I didn't realize I left this clip in. I thought I didn't film it. But yeah, so there we go, the extra virgin olive oil, and I just poured a little bit in, and I'm going to swirl it around with that paper towel there. Because I guess you have to season it every time you use it. Okay, so let's clean these dishes, the dog dishes, the air fryer thing again, and the dog water dish. I did, after when I put these away, I did get them a new filter. The dog, the big jug there's a black piece for the bottom. It actually has a filter and a charcoal filter, and I do replace that every little while, so I did put a new filter in as well. Miss Nova is just snoring away in the background. I never know if you guys can hear it, so if you do, just laugh along with me. She snores like a freight train. There's the filter. I was just throwing the old one out. She snores like a freight train, so if you guys can hear it, just laugh along with me. I just think it's hilarious. And just think, I have all 4 dogs with me at night, so I have 4 dogs snoring away. It's pretty harmonious. I don't mind it one bit. Oh, somebody DM'd me and asked me what these were, and they are defrosting trays. So the dog food, when I pre-package it, and I actually did 60 pounds of it on this day as well. I do 60 pounds about every 7 to 10 days. And these just help defrost the frozen containers a lot faster. So 2 containers fit on a tray, which is great, so I can defrost all 4 at the same time. So I just pull it out at night before I go to bed, and it's defrosted for the morning, and then when I come home from work at lunch, I put containers out on it at lunch, and they're defrosted for dinner time. Now, Miss Tennessee has had an upset tummy over the last few days, so she is eating some Royal Canin gastrointestinal food just to help restore tummy, so she's not eating the raw right now. So I'm going to have a few extra days, well, maybe an extra day or 2 of the raw food just to make up for what she's not eating. So she's just eating some kibble right now, and she'll continue to eat that for a few more days till her tummy gets settled. If you have dogs, I totally recommend this water. This water dispenser. It is just amazing. I got it at PetSmart many years ago, but I know it's there. I see it in store all the time. And if you can use it for cats, dogs, it doesn't matter. But if you have animals that need to drink water out of a dish, this works awesome. The water doesn't go stagnant because when they drink, fresh water comes out of the jug. And they do have smaller sizes. That is the bigger size, obviously. But it works great. I have to fill it up about every 2 or 3 days with my 4 dogs. And yeah, it's great. I wash it out once a week and we're good to go. And as I mentioned, it does have a filter, so it does filter the water as well, so they get the best clean tasting water ever, just like a Brita filter. And I replace the filter, I want to say about every 6 weeks, I think is what you're supposed to do. I followed the manufacturer's suggestions. I think it's 6 weeks, I can't remember. But the filters are very inexpensive as well, and you can get a multi-pack like I do. Okay, so it's time to vacuum. So I'm just going to do a quick vacuum on the floor before my football game starts. This is the earlier game of the day, and I'm just going to relax after this. And Kaylee was so kind to mop for me this day. She knew I just wasn't feeling that great, so she likes to help her mama out when she can, and she mopped for me, which is really nice. I had 3 of the beasts downstairs with me. Now, the only reason I could vacuum was because Knox was upstairs with Kaylee while she was gaming on her new gaming system, her new gaming computer, because Knox freaks out with the vacuum. You guys have seen that before. So if Knox isn't around, the other dogs don't even seem to care about the vacuum. But as soon as Knox is around, he's just a shit disturber, I guess. So they follow suit. The puppies just do what their dad does, right? Nova kind of doesn't really care too much, but you've seen it. I've had to put them away, stop what I'm doing, and put them in their crates for a timeout while I can vacuum. So that dog cot there is a great investment. It is the Amazon brand, right off of Amazon. Dog cots are very expensive, but the Amazon one here is not as expensive. There are ones that are cheaper, don't get me wrong, but they're not as great quality. So I actually have one of those up in my bedroom as well. And another dog bed too, because my babies have to be in comfort whenever they can be. So I'm glad to have that back out. They especially like it in the hot weather. So in the end of spring and all through summer and most of fall, they do like to lay on those because they kind of get the cold air circulating off the ground. So they stay a little bit cooler. But they're great investment. I do love them. And the dogs love them too. And those dog bowl risers, my friend made them for me. Made them for me a little while ago. You guys have seen them in all my videos, I believe. Had them for quite a few months now, and they're great.
문제가 돈이라면 I'll be filthy rich But 걱정 따윈 없지 나를 rich 배밀어 따위는 너 언제나 보이는 건 no no 속도로 내야 돼 pedal to the metal yeah. I don't really care just move out of my way Reaching for the stars, always on the right road 사실 어떤 길이라도 그게 상관없지 Finna make it work 늦더라도 고래 삶은 마치 롤렛 당층까지 rolling I put on down, give them all, give them 100 I got a lot on my mind, 아직은 나 힘이 들어도 I'm grinding yeah Yeah, 나는 나이 싫지 않아 목소리 내야 해 목소리 내야 돼 Got a different view, 여유롭게 달려 더 빛나지 당연 yeah. 내 삶은 shine like a diamond 괜히 해서 뭐해 걱정 I got no worries
My baby's jersey. I'll be putting that on shortly for the game. One of my game rituals, I have to wear Seahawks attire of some sort. It's just been a ritual I've done for a few years now. So whether it be jerseys or sweaters or shirts, you guys have seen them every Sunday. When it's football Sunday, you guys will see my Seahawks attire. And kind of sad that that'll be the last time for this season that I'll be wearing any Seahawks gear because we did not make it into any of the playoffs, sadly. It was just a bad year, but hey, can't complain, it happens. So look at that. So after I finished, yeah, I'm telling you how full and gross it is. That was from doing the whole floor. Okay, so my game's on, so it is halftime. I'm quickly throwing in some laundry here. So this is just my laundry. Didn't really have too much laundry because I had a few days off. So I'm just throwing in my darks there, as always, with the OxyClean and all the game products. So, little backstory, Marshawn Lynch is my boyfriend, if you didn't know. He's my honey. I love Marshawn Lynch. I was so disappointed when he retired. Keep keeping my hopes up that he's going to come back because he loves the Seahawks and he'll do anything for the Seahawks if they really need him. He'll come back. He said that. But I do love Marshawn Lynch, so this is the second time I've worn his jersey this season. He's the only one that I will repeat, so I'll wear him at the very beginning of the season and the very end of the season. So, Marshawn Lynch, love you, bud. He's the greatest of all time. The GOAT running back, in my opinion. I love me some Marshawn. So when I vacuumed at the front of the house here, my daughter had carried out some garbage and I don't know if there's a hole in the bag. I don't know what happened, but after I'd already vacuumed in here, there was a lot of like stuff on the floor. I don't even know what it was. So I was just trying to vacuum up with this Hoover here. This Dyson, the air filter was really dirty, so it was pulsating a lot. So really wasn't doing a great job, so I ended up just taking the filter out and washing it and letting it air dry. I guess I can put it back in maybe tomorrow. I got the job done, but yeah, you always have to wash your filters. There we go, so I'm taking the filter with me. Okay, so it is now nighttime after my amazing win over the Cardinals. It was a crazy game. I loved it. Great game, boys. Amazing way to finish off the season. So now we're just going to switch over the laundry for the night. So I'm going to put my colored load in now. So didn't have any white, so just a dark and a colored load for me. So let's get that switched over. So yesterday when I was cleaning, I spilled some chili. I had made chili the week before, so I was just getting rid of the container, and I spilled some chili on my sweater first thing in the morning, Saturday morning. But you guys didn't notice it because I sprayed cleaner stuff on it right away. The Resolve cleaning spray. Because of course I had just put the sweater on 15 minutes before I had done that. I do recommend Resolve if you have any laundry items that have some staining. Okay, so my game is over. I've had my nice hot shower and relaxed a little bit, so I'm just going to fold my laundry here, switch over the laundry, put the colors in the dryer, and I'm going to go watch the 8 o'clock game. But wow, this is not a very flattering angle. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so we're just going to fold this laundry here. There's not much, and then I'm just going to give you an overview of a nice clean back of the house. My ring got caught on my sweater. And yeah. Oh yeah, my area rug. That's been back there since last weekend. I'm kind of enjoying not having it on the floor, to be honest. Just with the dogs coming in and out having wet feet, I just find that the rug was getting a little matted. So I washed it and air dried it last weekend. Oh, I'm just checking to see if these pants can go in the dryer. That was the first time I wore those pink Puma pants from the day before, but couldn't find anything about hair instructions. So in the dryer they went. So I've left the clean area rug out on the washer and dryer. So usually it sits on the dryer. There we go. So we are all clean, and I'm about to sit down and watch the last regulation football game of the season. But I just wanted to give you a quick overview. Everything is nice and clean. Oh, missed spoon. Oh good, I did grab it, okay. So made a little bit more of a mess with some dishes, but you know what? They can wait. I'm going to sit down, watch some football, and I'll be honest, I did wash all the dishes again at halftime. Kaylee made some cookies and made a little bit more of a mess, so I just hand washed the dishes at halftime. No big deal. Sometimes it happens to do dishes multiple times in a day, but everything's just nice and clean. So that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!